Hey everyone, welcome back to Financial Futures. I'm thrilled to have you joining me today. We've got a lot to talk about, including two major topics that have been on everyone's mind: the potential $200 per month raise for Social Security beneficiaries and the possibility of a $1,400 fourth stimulus check in 2024. We're going to break down what this could mean for Social Security, including retirement, SSDI, survivors' benefits, spousal benefits, SSI, VA benefits, and more. If you're a low-income earner, have no income, or are a senior, older adult, or person with a disability, this video is for you. These two topics, the $200 monthly raise and the $1,400 stimulus check, are the most common questions I get from you in the comments. I know there's a lot of confusion and uncertainty around these issues, so today I'm here to clear things up and provide you with the latest information. We'll talk about where things currently stand, how these proposals could affect you, and what the chances are of both happening in 2024. And yes, we'll also answer the burning question: can you get both the $200 raise and the $1,400 stimulus check at the same time? Spoiler alert, the answer is yes, and I'll explain why in just a moment. But before we dive in, if you haven't already, please do yourself a huge favor and hit that subscribe button down below. It's totally free and ensures that you won't miss any updates on these important topics. I'm here every single day, advocating on your behalf, doing all the research, and breaking down complex issues into simple, easy to understand videos. So, if you want to stay informed, make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and family on social media. Let's spread the word. Alright, let's start with the $200 per month raise. This proposal has been circulating for a while, and it's a key part of the Social Security Expansion Act. The idea behind this legislation is to provide a $200 monthly increase to Social Security benefits. This raise would apply to millions of beneficiaries, including those receiving Social Security retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors' benefits, spousal benefits, SSI, and more. Essentially, if you're receiving Social Security benefits, this raise could potentially apply to you. Now, the big question is, how would this raise be funded? The proposal suggests that this increase would be covered by the Social Security Trust Fund, which is primarily funded through payroll taxes. The goal is to provide this additional $200 per month for the next 75 years, basically, until the end of the century. That's a long-term commitment, and it would mean an extra $2,400 per year for beneficiaries. However, there's been some debate about whether this raise should apply to everyone or just those with lower incomes. Some lawmakers argue that higher-income beneficiaries might not need the extra $200 as much as those on the lower end of the income spectrum. So, there's a possibility that if this legislation moves forward, the raise could be targeted specifically at those who need it most, potentially increasing the amount for lower-income beneficiaries even further. And here's an interesting point: the $200 figure was first proposed back in March 2020. We all know how much inflation has impacted the cost of living since then. So, there's an argument to be made that $200 might not be enough today. Some suggest that the raise should be more like $300 or even $400 per month, especially if it's targeted at lower-income beneficiaries. It's an ongoing discussion, and I'll keep you posted as more details emerge. Next up, let's talk about the $1,400 fourth stimulus check. Now, this is a completely separate issue from the $200 raise, but it's just as important. A stimulus check is designed to stimulate the economy, which is why it's called a stimulus check. It's essentially a way for the government to inject money into the economy when things aren't going so well, like what we saw during the COVID-19 pandemic. The idea behind another round of stimulus checks is to provide financial relief to individuals and families, especially those who are struggling due to economic downturns, The $1,400 figure comes from previous rounds of stimulus checks, but as of right now, no new stimulus checks have been approved for 2024. That doesn't mean it won't happen, though. It all depends on the state of the economy. If we see a significant economic downturn, there's a possibility that Congress could pass another round of stimulus checks to help boost spending and get the economy back on track. It's important to note that stimulus checks are not connected to Social Security benefits. They're separate from the trust fund and are typically funded by the federal government through new spending or by reallocating existing funds. So, if both a $200 raise and a $1,400 stimulus check were approved, you could receive both because they're unrelated. One comes from the Social Security program, and the other is a direct payment from the federal government to stimulate the economy. Now, let's talk about the possibility of receiving both the $200 monthly raise and the $1,400 stimulus check at the same time. The good news is, yes, it's absolutely possible. As I mentioned earlier, these two proposals are completely different and don't overlap. The $200 raise would be a permanent increase to your Social Security benefits, while the $1,400 stimulus check would be a one-time payment to help boost the economy. However, I want to be clear, as of right now, either the $200 per month raise nor the $1,400 stimulus check has been passed. These are still proposals that need to be approved by Congress. But with enough support from lawmakers and the right economic conditions, these could move forward relatively quickly. It's all about the political will and the state of the economy. So, what does this mean for you? If you're a Social Security beneficiary or someone who might benefit from a stimulus check, it's important to stay informed and be prepared. I'm here to keep you updated every step of the way, so you know exactly what's happening and what you need to do to take advantage of any new benefits or payments. Remember, I've been here every single day for years, bringing you the latest updates and breaking down complex information into simple, actionable advice. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Financial Futures so you don't miss any important updates. And feel free to share this video with others who might benefit from this information. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay informed.